Samsung just unveiled their hottest devices, and no, we're not even talking about the S series phones. Good day, you beautiful people. Welcome to LAZADA's Tech, where we do tech in your life in style. Today, we're talking about a highly anticipated Samsung phone, the Samsung A55. Why is this phone a big deal? Well, historically, the A series, these are their best-selling phones because of their capabilities, but more specifically, their affordability. So you can bet people like these devices. Before launch, we had limited time with the A55 and even the A35. In this video, we're taking a look at the Samsung A55 specifically. We're gonna see what's new, we're gonna take a quick camera tour, and we're even gonna be putting it side by side with the Samsung A35 to see what the differences are. So without further ado, let's take a closer look at this phone. Friends, meet the A55. It comes in three colors: awesome ice blue, which looks more like a white if you ask me. There's awesome navy, no comment. And of course, my choice, awesome lilac. Absolutely loving how the light shines on this phone. It gives it that rainbow effect I love. Now, these phones look very similar to last year's A55. It has the same camera design, there's a flat screen with rounded corners, and the A55 has a metal frame, and this is a glass back. It's a pretty lightweight phone, but it's a little big still for my tiny hands. I mean, if you're not new to the channel, you'd know that I find a lot of phones big for my hands, but I digress. On the A55, there's also a bump on the side to make finding buttons easier on this. So the A55 features a 3-cam setup on the back. That's a 12 megapixel wide, a 50 megapixel main camera, and this main camera has OIS, nice, and a 5 megapixel macro, which, Up front, that's a 32 megapixel selfie camera. Like I said, it features a flat screen that's 6.6 inches, and this thing runs on an Exynos 1480. We also know that this phone is IP67 rated, and it has a 5000 milliamp hour battery. Now, like I said, I did have limited time with the phone, so all other details that I have on this, I'll link down in the description box below in case you'd want to know more specific stuff about this phone. Closer look at this phone. So as you can see, those flat metal sides, and then on the right side you get your volume buttons and your power button. There's a slight groove on here where the buttons are, like I said, to make finding the buttons easier on here. At the bottom you get your USB-C port, you get your speakers, and up top you get your SIM tray. I think this is one sturdy phone because of that metal frame. Up front you get that flat screen and also that pinhole selfie cam, and yes, the screen looks bright. So alongside the A55, Samsung also launched the A35, which is an even more affordable sibling. What are the main differences between the two, you ask? Well, first off, cameras. The A35 features a similar 3-cam setup on the back, but instead of that 12 megapixel wide, it features an 8 megapixel wide. And then it has the same 50 megapixel main camera with OIS and the 5 megapixel macro camera. Up front, it features a 13 megapixel selfie camera versus the 32 megapixel selfie camera on the Samsung A55. Versus the Exynos 1480 on the A55, the A35 features an Exynos 1380. Both phones have the same color variant, but on the A35, that awesome icy blue is an online exclusive. Aside from that, the A55 you've seen on this video features that metal frame and that glossy glass back. The A35, however, features a plastic matte frame. These two phones are more or less the same size and button placements are the same. Really, the tiny detail that I think would be how the frame looks. Here are more video of the two phones side by side. unfortunately was not able to get sample photos from the phone this time, but we did manage to do a quick camera tour. Let's go on to camera, and of course we have wide on photo. You can do 1x, 2x, 4x up until 10x. Let's see if it can zoom more. Oh, only up until 10x. Back to 1x. And then on portrait, you have, well, you can't zoom in or out on portrait mode, as you can see. There is a fun mode which is pretty interesting. It does wide 1x, 2x, 4x up until 10x. I believe we've seen this in previous A series devices before. Look at this. There's a camera mode that gives you the snapshot lenses, so it's straight from the camera app. And then on the other side, we have, of course, video, and you can shoot in HD, Full HD, or Ultra HD, or 4K, and you can do wide 1x, 2x, 4x, 10x, and up until, well, 10x on 1080p or Full HD. And then you can also do 60 FPS. And in this mode, can you zoom in or out? Yes, you can, up until 10x as well. And then back to 1x, and under 4K you can do 30 FPS. You can do wide 1x, 2x, 4x up until 10x as well. Back to 1x, and then under more you have, of course, different features which include a pro mode, a pro video mode, your night mode. You even have a food mode. We've seen this before in previous Samsung phones. You have a macro mode, of course. You do have a third camera that's a macro on there, a super slow mo mode, and you also have your single take mode and your dual recording mode. That was our first look at the Samsung A55. All details on pricing, availability that I'll have in the description box below. I would have loved to have had more time with this phone, and hopefully I'm able to do more videos on this. But from this first look, I'm able to tell you that these again are looking like pretty solid, reliable phones. And of course, when it comes to these devices, the name of the game really is at how Samsung will be pricing them. Let me know if you'd want me to do more videos on the Samsung A55, if you want a camera vlog test, a social media test, comment down below. Let me know if you'd like me to check out the A35 as well. That's it for today. If you want to see how I use my tech on a daily basis, find me online at LAZADA_on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Till next time.